first impression of him was he was really gentle. I loved the experience. I loved the little details that he took care of me. He knows what to say. He knows what words to put in the right time. Everything was perfect. And of course, he's really handsome, but I don't like to say that because I want to keep that to my eyes only.
She loves makeup. She loves natural as well. She has beautiful long black hair, and I really loved her style.
I've shared countless love stories, but when I came across Howard and Mayta's, I realized their story isn't like any other. Did you hear that right? It's completely unique.
I was really emotional. I wasn't really accepting the long distance.
I found myself a lot of times missing my wife throughout the day.
I said goodbye to him and he traveled and everything was okay. But the next morning when I woke up and he wasn't next to me, that's when I started to realize that, hey, it's getting real. Yes, he's not here.
Whether I'm at work, whether I'm at home, whether I'm just doing anything on my off time, I just miss my wife because she's my everything.
Face our second challenge, which is the start of the war that is happening currently in the Middle East. My husband lost his job here in Kuwait due to that war, and he had to go back home because
The biggest challenges right now is just facing what we have right now with the war and being long distance and just having to stay together as a married couple.
This is not a fairy tale. This is Georgia meets Kuwait. This is faith, fire, and the kind of love that laughs in the face of impossible.
My name is Deshaun Howard, and I am from Tifton, Georgia, and I grew up in America my whole life.
my name is Mayta and I'm from Egypt, but I was born and raised in Kuwait.
Every love story has a beginning, a when, a where, a moment that changed everything. So, where did it all start for these two?
I met my significant other last year. It was in February of last year, 2025.
We met on an app called Bumble. Now, Bumble was a social app where you can meet friends or date. But at the time, I wasn't looking for anybody, or I wasn't even interested in the app. So one day I got on there and I said, let me see if I can make a friend or if I can meet somebody special. And I ended up meeting my wife, Mayta, on there at first.
Before we actually met each other personally, we had spent a nice quiet time talking to each other through chats and calls only. I think it was like a month or a month and a half or so to figure out if we were actually like ready for the next stage, which is meeting personally. And after everything was perfect, we decided to actually meet personally to see if that's gonna continue, the match is gonna continue, and we're gonna actually like each other in person as much as we liked each other through calls and texts. And it did happen. It was in a nice, quiet cafe that I liked. It was his choice, in which I loved because, you know, as women, we pay details. We pay attention to the little details. So I was paying attention to where was he going to take me in our first.
Meeting someone for the first time, that split second, that tells you everything. What did they see in each other?
My first impression of her was she's beautiful. She's gorgeous. She looks like she's conservative, like she doesn't show off for anybody. And I like that. I like a woman who's all about her man and who's a family woman. And that gets my interest because I like to have morals and I like for my woman to have morals as well. So my first impression of her was she's beautiful. She can dress very well. She loves makeup. She loves natural as well. She has beautiful long black hair. And I really loved her style.
My first impression of him was he was really gentle, really kind, and coming from a conservative family, as if I come from a family who are Arabs and also they are Muslims. So coming from a family that has that background, I'm kind of conservative, especially with dating or getting to know somebody before marriage. Like having actually a romantic relationship with somebody before marriage is something that is not really common in my culture as well as my religion. So I was a little nervous in our date, and he could tell. He told me that you was nervous, but he was like, yeah, I knew you were nervous, but that nervousness you had made you look innocent. In which I was really innocent, but yeah, he was pretty gentle. I loved it. I loved the experience. I loved the little details that he took care of me. He held my purse. He handed me a jacket when I needed, holding the doors, holding chairs, knows what to say, personality on check, right place, right time. He knows what to say. He knows what words to put in the right time. Everything was perfect. And of course, he's really handsome, but I don't like to say that because I want to keep that to my eyes only.
Falling in love is one thing. Telling your family is another. How did your family react when they found out about Howard? And your family back in Georgia, how did they take the news?
My family, at first they were surprised because, you know, we never really have the opportunity to go overseas. Not because we can't, but it's a lot here to do in America. So we never thought about going overseas. I'm the first person in my family to go overseas. So when they met her and I introduced them to her, they were welcoming. They were very welcoming. They wanted to know her. They wanted to know her ethnicity, where she's from, what does she like. They wanted to know all about her. So they talked to her, and we were all on the phone together because I was over there overseas, and she was, and my family was over here in America. But they really loved her. They liked that she was sweet. She was soft-spoken. She talked well. And it just came together for their first reaction of her.
As I said before, I come from an Arab family. My family has an Arabic background as well as Muslim background, while as my husband, he's totally different. He's from the US and he wasn't a Muslim back then. So I started getting nervous about, okay, it's serious. We both want to take the next step together, but I'm not sure how I'm gonna start, especially that I cannot get married without my family's consent, and which is gonna be a huge challenge, and which also was our first challenge we faced, because, you know, after dating and falling in love and after asking me to be his girlfriend, after all that passed, now we're realizing that we are on our first true challenge and our first obstacle. So I got nervous. I didn't know what to do. But slowly I gathered the courage with his support. Of course, he supported me and he's like, I'll support you. I'll back you up, whatever the result is. But we're gonna be together regardless of your family's reaction, whether it was positive or negative. If it was positive, that's cool. If it was negative, I'm gonna try again. We both gonna try again until it's positive and we get to be together. So with that kind of support that he gave me, I felt like he handed me a weapon, or he handed me, let's say, courage to actually convince my family. And I actually did convince my family, and he came and met the family really liked him, and we got engaged. And right after we got engaged, not right after, but like a couple month after, we got married.
No love story comes without storms. What challenges have tested you, and what has kept you standing?
The challenges that we face nowadays is just distance, just distance and a couple of fights just because we miss each other. We love each other. We want what's best for each other. And I think just being young and being newlywed, your first marriage, you don't want to be apart, but, due to the world circumstances and what's going on, it happens. But that's our biggest challenge right now. It's just facing what we have right now with the war and being long distance and just having to stay together as a married couple. I find myself a lot of times missing my wife throughout the day, whether I'm at work, whether I'm at home, whether I'm just doing anything on my off time. I just miss my wife because she's my everything, and I love making sure that she's happy, she's okay, and I love being by her side. I love opening the door for her when we go places. I love making sure that she has on everything that she needs, whether it's clothes, whether I go get her some flowers, whether I cook for her, because I love cooking for her. That's just who I am as a person. I love to spend my time just doing things like off my phone. I love to cook. I love to watch TV. I love to clean. I love to go out and play sports. But I love doing it for my wife all the time. She can tell you herself. I love being a man who just provides for my wife, only my wife. So yeah, I'm dealing with just separation from her. Just, it's a lot, but we make it work.
So after getting married, we faced the second challenge in our relationship. That after our wedding, I'll say like a month or two after our wedding, we got married in December 12th last year, which is a special date I'll never forget. Yeah, we faced our second challenge, which is the start of the war that is happening currently in the Middle East. My husband lost his job here in Kuwait due to that war, and he had to go back home because he had no longer a job here. His contract was taken because of the situation and because of the war, and in fact many people are affected by the situation. So he had to go back home, and our marriage turned on to be a long distance marriage while we are still newlyweds, still trying to enjoy our first couple months together, still trying to figure out how it is to be a husband and wife and how to cope up with the new change, the great change that happened to both of our lives. I think that is the second challenge, but also the hardest challenge, because we did fight a lot for each other. We did a lot of sacrifices for each other, coming from different religions, different backgrounds, nationalities, and stuff like that. We both had to meet in the middle and do a lot of sacrifices for each other. So for that to be taken away just a couple of months right after we made our dream come true and right after we made it happen, it was a little bit of a disappointment for both of us. We cried a lot. It was moments that I didn't want to remember, our goodbye moments. What can I say? I really hate the distance, but hey, I'ma still be with my man. I'ma still stick through with my man, because we're distant for each other. He's made for me and I'm made for him. I believe in that. And whatever God has put together, nobody is ever meant to separate. That's what I believe in. And so at first I was really emotional. I wasn't really accepting the long distance. Like, I said goodbye to him and he traveled and everything was okay. But the next morning when I woke up and he wasn't next to me, that's when I started to realize that, hey, it's getting real. Yes, he's not here. And the more days kept passing, I also started to realize that it's not going to be just a vacation where he will come back after a week or so. It is the new situation that is going to be a long distance marriage until we figure out a solution on how to reunite and be together again, or maybe the situation here gets better so he can get back his job.
In your eyes, what makes your love unique? What makes your relationship special? What do you have that most couples don't?
We pray. We pray every day, 5 times a day. We make sure that we always are doing something together, whether we're going on dates, whether we're watching movies together, whether I surprise her with some flowers or some chocolate, just small gestures. And then we also, we make sure that we always call, we text, tell each other that we love each other, because that's important. It's important to let your person know that you love them, no matter what. It's important to also, just make sure that they're always being surprised, making sure that the love is in the air, no matter where you are. And we just make sure that we absolutely choose each other first. choosing each other first is what keeps us from going in a spiral or going crazy over this distance right now during this time.
So I started messing with my mind. I started getting slowly mentally weaker because I was missing my husband. But with his support, with him standing next to me, he made long distance feel like nothing, because he's always with me on the phone, always video chatting me, always checking up on me. He's still sending gifts like he's here in like occasions, sending flowers like he's here, celebrating whatever comes, whatever pops up, like whatever occasion that pops up, he's still celebrating. We still do dates on the phone, like let's say like we want to go on a date like we used to be here. We would just like put a movie together, share screen, and like order food that matches and eat the food together, so it seemed like a date. We bonded over a weird hobby, which is wrestling. We would watch our favorite wrestlers together in a match and just start cheering over video time, like over FaceTime. We created our little simple dates just to feel that we are still together physically, until we are actually together physically. And he has been a great support for me back then, now, and I know that he's still gonna be a great support for me, because he's a great husband and I cannot ask for better. I believe that he is the true answer for all my prayers that I have been praying for all these years. And yeah, that's it for me.
When we met, we didn't meet and just, came together in person. It was during Ramadan month, which was one of the holiest months, and I wasn't Muslim yet. She was, so in their culture, when Ramadan comes around, which was last year, they spend time with their family, not people outside of the family. So we didn't get to see each other for about a month and a half. So that gave us enough time to just build our chemistry, getting to know if we like each other for real or if we have the same interest. Just, it may seem small, but it's a lot of things that takes into account when you're trying to be serious and when you're trying to marry somebody. And I feel like we had that unique bond because we didn't just do it off of lust. We didn't do it off of just sheer pressure. We did it because we took our time getting to know each other. And I really love that because I know my wife. I know her preferences. I know what she doesn't like. I know what she enjoys. She knows the same for me. And we did that with a month and some change to just get to know each other.
For everyone watching who has stopped believing, who thinks love like this only exists in movies, Howard and Mayta have something to say.
Love is always in the air. You just have to change up your mindset. Some people are stubborn. Some people are having a bad time finding love because they're not looking for love. They're looking for somebody who they can control or someone who they just lust over. But love will come to you. It comes in many different ways, and it don't matter how you look. It don't matter how they look. It don't matter how much money you got. It don't matter how much money they got. It's all about two hearts coming together because two is better than one. You can start out in a bad situation and then you can end up in one of the best situations ever just because you found love and you follow your heart with that love, which is what me and my wife is doing. We love each other. We come from different cultures. She comes from a conservative side. I come from more of a outspoken, more of an open side. So I'm more open-minded than she is. When I first met my wife, she wasn't as open-minded with anything. Like, it took a while. Like, I would get upset, like, come on, you can give it a try. And she gave it a try and she liked it. It's all about trying new things with your partner. And it's all about just understanding that it's not just you anymore. It's two of you. So that's why I say that you should believe in love, because love will surprise you. Love is not a contract. Love is choosing somebody. It's choosing that person every single day. It's choosing to ignore being upset and just spending time with your person. Because if you just choose to just be somebody who's stubborn, stuck in their ways, can't please their partner, of course you're not going to find love. All you're going to find is prejudice, and you're just going to find somebody who doesn't want to be around you. And you don't want that. You want to be in love. You want to be catering. You want to be able to know your partner. You want to be able to make that person smile every single day. When that person's upset, you want to be able. You want to be able to be there to make sure that they can find comfort in your presence. And that's what I do with my wife. That's what she does with me. Sometimes when she's upset, she doesn't want to talk, but I'm there beside her the whole way. Same with me. When I'm upset, I get quiet and try to handle it on my own. She won't let me. She wants me to talk it out with her at all times. She does not let me sit right there alone. Neither do I. And that brings us closer to our love as a complete circle, because either way it goes, we love each other and we will never hurt each other to the point where we don't believe in love. And I think that is the key to everything. Love. I think love opens doors. It opens hearts. It opens all kind of obstacles that you can overcome, no matter what's going on, no matter the situation. I believe people should really find love. And it may not be in your country. It may be, you may live in India, and your person that you will love and have kids with and live your life, they may be in Germany. They may be in Africa. You never know where love at until you just get out and just go explore. Be open-minded. Be open to all the greatest changes, and you can find love. You know, I was in America and I thought I found love a couple times, but I did not. It wasn't until I took a risk and came overseas and made me a life that I found the person who I want to come home to. And, you know, I wash her underwear, she washed my underwear. And, you know, I cook for her, she cooked for me. I clean the yard up, and she makes sure the house is good. That's the person that I chose to be with, and I love every second of it. I won't take a second back in time to change anything for her. I love this woman. This is my wife. And
Howard and Mayta's story is proof that love has no borders, no distance, no impossible. It only needs two people brave enough to choose each other, and they did, every single day. Thank you for watching. This is Trend Pulse. Subscribe, like, and let the world know Howard and Mayta's love story.